What's up, guys? It's your boy the Iconic Knight, and welcome back to another Undisputed video. Today's video is going to be how to fight like Big Bowe, Big Daddy Riddick Bowe. Today we're going to be covering Riddick Bowe's offense, his defense, combinations that he loves, and then we're going to put a little fight at the end, utilizing all those tips and tricks. So let's start with Riddick Bowe's offense. So when it came to his offense, his primary weapon of choice, which is just like every great boxer's primary weapon of choice, is to me the most important punch in boxing. I already gave it away. Is the jab. Riddick Bowe would throw single jabs, double jabs, triple jabs, jabs up top and then to the body, and he would utilize these jabs to create openings, to break rhythm. The jab was his primary tool to set up attacks, whether it was his devastating straight, his overhand, or hooks and or uppercuts on the inside. The jab would open up all these possibilities. And he fought not like a typical heavyweight. I mean, the man was big, but he was really light on his feet. Real nice, kind of slick heavyweight fighter at that time, and he fought like someone in a different weight class. And the jab was really fundamental at setting all this stuff up. There are many times where he's using the jab and coming behind the jab with a long straight or an overhand. So he would double up on the jab, either in that rhythm, so the basic 1-2 rhythm with the jab, or he would also create a broken rhythm. So it's give just like a little beat, a little delay of time there to throw his opponent off and make sure that his rhythm wasn't easily noticed or caught on. And that's a lot of great boxers do that. They don't just throw the same rhythm combo all the time. They'll throw, broken rhythm out of the 1-2 or 1-2, and you could do that and alternate from up top and down below. So you can go 1-2 up top, or you can go 1-2 down low. You could triple up on the jab, throw 2 regular beats, and then throw the last the third jab broken rhythm as well. So you can go 1-2-1. So you can really create a sense of kind of chaotic broken rhythm in there, so your opponent's not noticing your tendency or patterns and not able to time those counters appropriately. Another part of Riddick Bowe's offensive game was moving the hands. And when I mean moving the hands, I mean he'll have an opponent with the guard up. So his job was to throw jabs up top, right? Make sure that that guard gets nice and comfortable so he can come down with some hooks to the body. And the second that those hands came low is when he would go up top with either the overhand or a straight or a series of hooks. He was really fantastic at kind of switching up between alternating from high and low, high and low. He'll go low and bring those hands down and come over with the overhand, or he'll go high and bring those hands back up so he can then attack the body and alternate. Great fighters, you're always going to see great fighters when you're throwing combinations. They're not just going to throw combinations on one level, meaning they're not just going to throw a bunch of combos up here. You know what I mean? Eventually, your opponent's going to get the guard up. They're going to be able to slip or weave out the way and hit you with a counter. So you want to be able to mix it up just like Bowe did. So up top, down low, boom. So you're going to go top, down low, up top. And he would always do this. Jab up top, jab down low, overhand up top. So it's going to look something like this. Riddick was also good at utilizing a long lunging straight whenever he was out of range to close the distance, or if he had missed his initial jab. So he would throw a jab, and if he was too far out, he would throw a lunging right behind it to close the distance and make sure that he was on the inside. So he can unleash those devastating hooks and, more importantly, those uppercuts to the body and head. He was fantastic at fighting on the inside. But to get there, again, he would utilize the jab. But if he missed those jabs, long straight right would come right behind it. Make sure that he would close the distance and smother his opponent. Now, both men had no kind of option but to fight on the inside, where Bowe would prevail. He was using his size, his slick angles, and his nasty power. Now, to do this lunging straight, you're literally just going to hold the left stick forward while holding triangle. So you're going to throw a jab, right? You're going to throw a jab, miss it, and then you're going to hold triangle while moving forward. If you just, just tap triangle standing still, you're not going to go anywhere. You want to make sure that you're moving forward with it as well to collect all that distance. Look how far you can get. Now I'm in range. Whether I missed that straight or not, I'm in range now, which is the goal. But the jab, the first initial jab, you throw that blindly, right? When you're outside of range. And then you follow up with that long straight to get into range. You want to make sure that you're here at the end of that combo. And Riddick would do this all the time. He also utilized the overhand for that as well. It doesn't collect as much range, but it's a good distance closer. And now you're here, inside fighting. Now, when it came to defense, Riddick Bowe was pretty kind of basic. High guard, as usual. Make sure that he was, covering the areas that needed to be covered. But he would also throw in some head movement in there as well, and try to be as elusive as possible to counter and make sure that he was, returning fire after his opponent would miss these shots. That Riddick Bowe used to love using to just set up dominating offense and get KOs, which was his goal at the end of the day. So, first combination is going to be the jab, jab, straight. Pretty basic, nice kind of fundamental combo in the sport of boxing. So it's going to be jab, jab, straight. You could also finish it with power. So the way I like to do it is I'll jab in straight once, and then I'll jab out at an angle, and then hit the power straight. Because if you do it all straight, the power, if you do this combo on a straight line like this, the power straight is very labored, very predictable. You can see it coming from a mile away, and it's very slow. But if you come in straight with the first jab and then out with the second and then immediately throw the power straight, you're going to get a faster, more brutal combo. So you're going to come in with the jab straight, out, and then power straight. What you do that is, you move the left stick forward, hit jab, you move it up, hit jab, and then you're going to hit the power straight right after that second jab. So you're going to go in, out, power straight. You could also do it with the body jab. So body jab in, boom. You could alternate and add 3 jabs. So you can come in straight, low, out, and then straight up top as well. Now the next combination Riddick used to love using is the jab up top, the jab to the body, and then right back up top with an overhand right. Now again, just like the former combo, you could jab, jab down low and come over with a right, or you can just do one jab up top, one jab down low, overhand right. It really depends on your opponent. what are their tendencies in terms of blocking? Are they only going up? If they're only holding up, then you want to make sure that you're coming down so you can throw that single jab up top. Once you hit that jab to the body, their hands are going to come down because their mind is already thinking about a body attack. So once those hands come down after that first jab to the body, now that opens you, or it opens up the opportunity for you to hit them with that overhand right. If they're blocking the body a lot, then you're going to want to double up on that jab up top. And then come back up top. Because the idea there is, let's say they're blocking the body, right? They're blocking the body. The idea there is you're going to hit them twice. Hands are going to come up. You come back down with a body jab. Hands will come down again. And then you come over with the overhand. That's the idea. So you want to make sure that you're going in alternating levels. You're going high, you're going low. You're going high up twice, low one time. Or high up once, low down 2 times, and then back up top with an overhand right. You want to make sure that you're not predictable. You're keeping your opponent guessing. That's when you're going to be 5 steps ahead. When they're thinking and you're just flowing, that's when you know you got them in the bag. The final combination that Riddick Bowe love to use is one of my favorites. You've seen in the Mike Tyson video, and you've seen it in the Salvador Sanchez video, and you can see it here again. It's the hook to the body, power hook up top. So in range, while you're inside fighting, you want to make sure you're doing that nice and quick. And then you can do it with the opposite side as well. Riddick Bowe's uppercuts are phenomenal in this game, so you want to utilize them. That we covered some of Riddick Bowe's offense, some of his defense, and some combinations that he loves to throw. We're going to go online, we're going to use Riddick Bowe, and try to implement some of these strategies. Let's go.
Fighting out of the blue corner from Brooklyn, New York, here is the Olympic silver medalist and the 2-time unified heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Big Daddy Riddick Bowe.
Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Right hand. The crowd has settled into their seats. They are ready to see something special at this amazing venue.
Todd, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the...
Oh, Johnny! Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble, and the Bronze Bomber goes down. Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised.
And down goes Wilder. Facing Joe Frazier, who won gold at the '64 Olympic Games. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. The perfect counter lands. There's no way Frazier survives this. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Is Frazier in trouble? Is this the beginning of the end for this legend? How is Frazier still standing?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Can you... Down goes Joe Frazier. They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
The corner needs...
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Is this the beginning of the end for this legend? Beaten, bruised, and back. And there's the bell for round 2. Joe may go. Good defense from Frazier.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other. Because no one dare do anything out of turn.
When you're training to fight a swarmer, Johnny, you know this better than anybody. You have got to be in peak physical condition because they're not going to let you breathe.
You fight a swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
Down goes Frazier. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8. On to the third. Try to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff.
Perfect counter shot. Counter punch. Down goes Joe Frazier. You saw it here live, a knockout win. Congratulations.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night, night.